I've noticed in the last few days a few volunteer seedlings are coming up, and I thought, I have not planted these. So where they have come from, some I know, some I have no idea about. So for the ones that I don't know, we have here in my potato tub, as you can see, we've got potatoes coming up. So they're cropping up slowly, but here also it looks like we have some pumpkins coming up. Never planted pumpkins. I don't think I've planted pumpkins as yet. Well, besides the ones that I planted the other day, but that's not from this. Also a few tomato plants cropping up in here. Again, not sure where they're from. This is manure that I got from the horse paddocks. So one had pumpkins that they gave to their horse. Not absolutely not sure. We also have some more, I'm guessing. That looks like pumpkin doing worse for wear there. But lots of tomato plants. Now I did pull 2 out and repot them. And I'll show you that. So here we've got the 2 potted plants, and they're doing well, and I was going to give them to my father-in-law. So I guess what I think when I am looking at these plants is, I guess, what I've already got planted or what I've put down. But there's a part of me that I feel is a little bit European survival mode, that I think, what's the harm? Like, let me repot this and see how they do in the event that what I have isn't going to do well. I've got my backup plan. So I don't think I'll do all the tomato plants that are in that grass. I might do maybe another 2 or 3, but I think I'll save those pumpkins, and yeah, we'll just see how they go. So let's get them out. Now, I definitely know these are from food scraps. So we had the chickens here, and this is obviously from just the chickens digging around and getting in. And it's just amazing that these things grow. And I just think, well, if they're this strong to grow in the worst soil possible, they must do a lot better growing in great soil. So just take that, do that, probably take these little ones off at the bottom here, dig a hole, pop it in. That's it. If you grow, you grow. If you don't, you don't. You're out. So that's it. And not that I want this pumpkin, but because it's looking worse for wear, I'm just interested to see how much better it would look if it is planted in its own pot. You know, is it going to be a success or not? So I'm just putting them in these little pots just to see how they go. And if they do well, they do well. If they don't, that's their lifespan over. So Last two is this one and this one. And I think that's more than plenty. And just because I have ripped these guys up at the start of the day, I'm going to pop them in the shade just so they are a little cooler. They'll hopefully be a bit happier. Even though they were in the full-fledged sun here, hopefully nicer for them there. My seedlings, some are starting, some have not. The peas are doing well. There's some other things coming up. I've got the red cabbage has come up, so the other stuff I'm guessing I just have to wait. I'm going to leave the other pumpkin and tomatoes in that for the moment. Till I figure out what I want to do and where I want to put them, and to see if anything of mine comes up. So that's that little task done for the day. So as you can see, I missed this broccoli head, but these have gone to seed flower, so which means they're going to go to seed soon. We've still got a few heads left, but it has not been great at all in terms of what I was expecting. And I'll just show you the cauliflower. So this is the broccoli, sorry. Look at that. Oh, so disappointing. So that's going to flower soon. Let's take a look at these two here and just see how they look. So yeah, see, just not tight, not strong, not full heads. It's not been successful as I wanted it all, so that's a bit. Oh, this is tiny, nothing. A nothing cauliflower. And I hate to say you win some, you lose some, but obviously something I need to work on for the next season for cauliflower, because I have seen others in the area get really nice heads. So I'm obviously doing something wrong, and we'll figure out that for the next. But I'll give this to the chickens because this one is doing nothing. It's another sort of chilly start to the day in Queensland, which is unusual. Everyone's been hating the cold weather and I've been loving it. Having come from Melbourne, I'm used to the cold, but I am looking, and look at all these red tomatoes. I'm so excited. So I'm just going to pick these. These are really beautiful. I've never grown this variety before, but it's called the Apollo, and it's quite a nice looking tomato. I actually do love it. I don't know about anyone else, but I love like that fresh tomato smell. Now, obviously, we've got a critter here. If you can see, we've got a little bugger in there. So that's what's been eating some of these, but all in all, not too bad. So chickens might get that one. So that's a nice amount of tomatoes for the day. Make a nice salad with that. I'm really happy. Now, if you're wondering how the potatoes are going in the garden bed, I'm going to take you over to have a look. So it's about 2 to 3 weeks, and as you can see, they are starting to pop up. We've got definitely these ones here, but I don't water these, so when it does rain, that's basically when they get their water. Other than that, they're just left. So it will be a bit scattered because obviously some were more advanced than others, but stay tuned. So far we're going to get something. I think one of the main things that gardening does teach you is patience, and at times it can be very difficult to wait for something or to deal with challenges. Definitely growing in a subtropical area is very new, and obviously I'm also realizing that some of the seeds I have possibly don't work in subtropical areas, and doing my research and seeing what does work well. But yeah, it's one of those things where obviously the wait is worth it. Growing something from seed, or a seedling, it's a great achievement. It's obviously not for everyone. You need to enjoy what you do, but like anything, any project you might start, putting all the foundations in to get the result is what brings that person joy. So this is my little joy, and definitely if you do want to start a garden yourself, don't be too hard on yourself. It can take a little bit of time. Sometimes it happens easily, sometimes not, but it's worth it in the end. And I don't know how I missed this one. I'll add that to the pile. I'd left my seedlings outside last night to only hear the rain start falling when I was about to go to bed. So looking at these, we have some cucumbers starting to come out. I don't know whether you can see that. So obviously dripping in water, so hopefully you'd think I'd know better. Nope. So a few more coming up here, and the rest are flowers. Some look like they're coming up, some poppies possibly. I don't feel like I ever have luck with flowers. I don't know, but we shall see if we get any more poppies. I'm a little hesitant to bring them out because if you can see there, the sky is looking like it will rain again. So yes, not sure. I'm thinking these ones here are pansies. So little flowers, that'll be nice. I really need to plant these guys out. So I've got a few things to do over the weekend. I'm thinking I might put this one back inside, but we've definitely got a lot of red cabbages there. So I will need to plant these guys out, and hopefully they will be successful. Whether I do it in this patch or on the other side, I'm not 100% sure as yet. But it looks like also I did rock melons and pumpkin. So I'm thinking that's a rock melon coming out there. So nothing yet on my pumpkin seeds. But that'll be exciting because I think that was one of my own. The seeds are very slow. And I have nothing from the corn. So, like germination wise, bad. And I think the only thing that I've got coming up here, I'm pretty sure this was carrots. And I didn't write on them. Of course I didn't. Why would I do that? But, yeah, what did I do here? I think that was pumpkin, zucchini. Again, things that usually I have really good outcomes with. Nothing. Capsicum, nothing. Soaked to the bone. Onions, nothing. And whatever this is, we can see, I think this was onions actually. So that one's coming up slowly. We've got something happening there, so that's good. But again, as you can see, just drip, drip, dripping with water. Thanks to that lovely rain I wasn't prepared for last night. So, I think I won't leave them in the trays, but I'll see if I can cover them. And hopefully we'll have some traction. That way they can drip. So that's what it's going to be. So sad. But anyway. Might have to plant again this weekend. So I thought what I might do just to end this video is show what I like to make sometimes with my tomatoes. Obviously, you can make sauces, you can dice them, etc., which by all means I will do. But because I've got a mishmash of tomatoes, what I'm going to do is just show you one of my favorite dishes that I like to make. So first things first, what I want to do is peel the skins off these tomatoes. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in my big bowl, and basically just what I'm going to do is just put a slit through all the tomatoes. And then I'm going to pour boiling water over them. Usually you would put them in a pot of boiling water, but I'm just hoping this will work as a quick fix, so to speak. All right, we'll pour some boiling water over that. just let that sit for a bit. Okay, so as you can see, a lot of these tomatoes, and I'm sure it's going to be hot, are peeling away from the skin. You can see literally come away from the skin. So I'm just going to put some gloves on for this and peel away. Basically now I just want to chop all this up and pop it into a frying pan. But I also want to fry up some onions before putting this in. So let's get that organised. Also some garlic. Now you want to see some nice browning caramelization of your onions. You want them getting a nice brown golden colour. Obviously this is a little bit more the garlic than the onions, but they're nicely softened, so I'm not too worried. But obviously the more brown they are, the better the flavour, I feel. Obviously not burnt, but more translucent. I think that's pretty good. Like, I'm going to add the tomatoes in. Batch that I'm just constantly adding them in. This is such a small batch for me. And I've had such a good, a big cooking week that I'm semi over it. But I don't want to see these go to waste, so it's somewhat easy for me to just make a batch and can it, even if it's not canned straight away. I'll do it later tonight. Basically want to see that cook down a little so we don't have as much moisture. And we're also going to add some peppers, some roasted peppers. Now usually I would have peppers, blacken the skin in the oven and peel them as in this diagram, but because I'm lazy and I need to finish these, I'm putting these peppers in. I usually put a lot more capsicum in, roasted capsicums, but again, I'm just trying to get rid of these. So, and my jars are big, so I don't want to be opening another batch just yet. I'm sure there'll be many, many, many batches of these in the future. But again, we're just going to let this cook down. So just as it is sort of coming together, you can see there's not too much like liquid starting to evaporate. It's at around here that I like to add my spices, so I must. Pepper. And I do make it hot sometimes, so see if I've got some chili powder. I might add a little bit. And the reason that I add it at this stage is that there's enough liquid just to sort of bind it and then cook down all the way to the rest. We do. We've got a little bit of chili powder. Just add a little bit for today. So we usually had this with bread. So for example, let me just see if I've got some. Okay, so I've got my bread with butter. I love, don't say anything about my butter. And then just, we would put that on, and having an egg, like usually I do an egg and pop this on top. Love it. Love it. But yeah, you just eat it like so, or pop an egg on and it's even better. The egg yolk with this, it's amazing. But yeah, it's all done.